All right, here we go, kiddos. So this is the October 5th through October 9th week review video lesson. All right, so I'm going to date this video right now. I'm filming it on October 11th, the day that the Lakers won their 17th championship, right? LeBron James, Anthony Davis. It was a good day. All right, so let's start with our first problem here. Right? So I to the third times, right? I to the 67th. So we remember that when we have the same bases, meaning I and I, that means that I can add 3 plus 67. So 3 plus 67 is 70. Right? And then I divide 70 by 4. Right? Always divide the sum of the exponents by 4 with imaginary numbers. So now I'm going to do some old school division. How many times does 4 go into 7 without going over? And that's 1. 4 times 1 is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. I bring down my 0. Then I ask myself, how many times does 4 go into 30 without going over? And that's 7. Right? 7 times 4 is 28. And 30 minus 28 is 2. Right? So these two have become I to the power of 2. Well, how much is I to the power of 2? Well, fortunately for me, I have my imaginary key right here. So I to the power of 2 is equal to -1. So this answer here is -1. And this is my solution. I have evaluated number 1. These two equals to -1. There we go. Simple as that. Make sure you're copying everything down. If you miss something, you can rewind it, right? If you need to copy, you can pause it. All right, let's move on to the next problem. Number 2 is I to the 4th, right? Now, I can divide I to the 4th. I can, right? But, look at this. I to the 4th. Well, what the heck? It's already here. How much is I to the 4th? 1. So this one, literally, the answer is 1. That's it. Right? No need to do the extra work. It's already in the imaginary key. I to the 4th is 1. Right? Okay. That was easy. Let's move on to number 3. Okay. So, again, we know that all these i's are multiplying here. Just like that. So when I'm multiplying the i's, that means that I can add the exponents. So 17 plus 21 plus 1. So 17 plus 21 is 38. And plus 1 is 39. So 39 is the number that I'm going to divide 4 by. Right? Can 4 go into 3? No. Too big. Can 4 go into 39? Well, yeah. How many times without going over? Right? You get 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 39 minus 36 is 3. And there are no more numbers to divide, so this is where I stop. Right? This is my remainder. Right? So this number is going to be my new exponent for my new I. So all of these come down and become I to the power of 3. And this is where the 3 comes from the remainder. So how much is I to the power of 3? Well, let's check our imaginary key here. I to the power, I to the power of 3 is equal to negative I. So this problem here is negative I. And this is my solution. So all this stuff right here just equal to negative I. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We evaluated number 3. Finally, let's evaluate number 4. Lots of I's, lots of numbers, right? No problem. No problem. We know that this means times, 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 right? So that means that we can add the exponents. So 2 plus 33 plus 4 plus 14. So use your calculator. Right? 2 plus 33 is 35. 35 plus 4 is 39. 39 plus 14 is 53. Right? So I get 53. And I divide 53 by 4, right? 4. So let's do old school division. How many times does 4 going to 5 without going over? 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring down my 3. How many times does 4 go into 13 without going over? And that's 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. So this is my new exponent for my I, for my new I. So all of these become I to the power of 1. And this is where I get my 1 from, right? From the remainder. So this equals to I to the power of 1. Well, I check my imaginary key. I to the power of 1 is just I. Right? So I go back and I say I. There you go. So all this stuff right here evaluates to I. All right. Here we go. So this is our review. Remember, with these imaginary numbers, it's always important to have our imaginary key handy, right? And it's always there. It'll be there in the assignment as a PDF filled in notes. Okay, so this is our October 5th to October 9th week review video lesson.